Picture this. Someone you know finally saved $20,000. It took 3 years, cutting expenses, skipping trips, saying no when everyone else was upgrading. And within 6 months, they're back at $3,000 wondering what just happened. Or maybe that person is you. Here's what's insane. The hard part wasn't saving the $20,000. That's just discipline and time. The hard part is the 48 hours after you hit that number when your brain starts whispering that you deserve something better, that you've earned an upgrade, that this is finally your moment to stop living like you're broke. That whisper is what separates people who retire with millions from people who work until they're 70. Today we're talking about the most dangerous moment in your financial life, the moment right after you save something meaningful. Because when you hit $20,000, only two things happen. Either you turn it into $350,000 over the next 30 years, or you slowly burn it trying to look successful. And the difference comes down to what you do next. First question, do you have high interest debt? I'm talking about credit cards, personal loans, anything charging more than 6 or 7%. If you have $10,000 sitting on a credit card at 22% interest, you are not investing, you're bleeding. If you invest hoping to earn 10% while paying a guaranteed 22%, you are mathematically choosing to lose money every single month. Guaranteed negative 22% beats hopeful positive 10% every time. The rule is simple. Anything above 6 to 7% gets paid off before you invest. Guaranteed returns beat potential returns. Now, let's say the high interest debt is gone. You might think the next step is to invest everything immediately. Wrong, because there's one step most people skip that ends up destroying them later. The emergency fund. If you're single, renting, and have stable income, you need 3 months of essential expenses. If you have a mortgage, kids, or unstable income, you need 6 months minimum. This money is not an investment, it's insurance. Here's what happens without it. Your car needs $1,500 in repairs. You don't have cash because it's all invested. So, you either sell investments at the worst time, put it on a credit card at 20%, or delay fixing it and create a bigger problem. All three options are terrible. An emergency fund keeps you from making financial decisions based on panic. Keep it in a high-yield savings account. Safe, liquid, boring. Boring is powerful. Now wealth building actually starts. Open a retirement account and max it. Inside that account, buy a broad, low-cost index fund. Not individual stocks, not hot tips. Not whatever is trending on social media. A total market or S&P 500 index fund. Historically, the market has averaged around 8 to 10% per year over long periods. Let's look at the math. Invest $20,000 at 10% annually for 30 years. You end up with roughly $350,000. Do nothing, just stay invested. Now add $500 per month. After 30 years, you're looking at over $1.5 million. You didn't outsmart anyone. You didn't trade daily. You just stayed consistent and let time do the heavy lifting. Now here's the cost of waiting. Invest $20,000 today for 30 years at 10%. You get around $350,000. Wait 5 years to start and only invest for 25 years? You drop to roughly $216,000. That 5-year delay costs you over $130,000. That's years of your life you'll have to keep working because you hesitated. Let's talk about what not to do. Do not try to time the market. The market spends most of its time near all-time highs because it trends upward over decades. If you wait for the perfect crash, you'll spend most of your life waiting. Miss just a handful of the best recovery days, and your long-term returns get cut dramatically. Do not day trade. Most active traders underperform simple index funds. And do not invest in things you don't understand just because someone online said it's the next big opportunity. And the biggest mistake of all, lifestyle inflation. You hit $20,000 and suddenly your old car feels embarrassing, so you upgrade $400 per month. That $400 invested monthly at 10% for 30 years becomes over $800,000. You traded nearly $1 million in future wealth for a slightly newer model. And in a few years, that car feels normal again. Here's the simple framework. Pay off debt above 7%. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Max your retirement accounts. Invest in low-cost index funds. Automate monthly contributions. Ignore the noise. From $20,000, there are only two paths. One leads to hundreds of thousands, maybe millions, over time. The other leads back to zero with a slightly better lifestyle. The difference isn't intelligence. It isn't timing. It's whether you can do something simple and boring for decades. Drive the paid-off car. Ignore the hype. Buy the index fund. Repeat. Let compound interest quietly reward your patience while everyone else chases shortcuts. Be boring. Get wealthy. Everything else is noise.